Hey everyone, welcome back to ETM 540 Clubhouse. Brian and Rhonda here with you today. We're going to do some work on the T-bucket again. We're actually going to be swapping out the rear shocks. It's been needing it for a while, and I'm hoping it's a pretty easy process. I think it will be because everything's really well exposed, and I've done them on my truck before, so it should be pretty straightforward, but you never know with once we get into the top area where these sausage fingers will be able to fit. And yeah, we'll see what's up from there. But we're gonna start jacking it up and getting it ready to pull these old shocks off and go from there. So the trick from when I did my truck was to jack that up until this does not expand any further. So once you see the shock at its furthermost point, which if you keep going, I can see it moving still. Keep going. I know. I wish I had a meep. Keep going, it's still going.
This method is as old-fashioned as this car.
Okay, I think that's it right there. Perfect. So once you stop seeing this move, the shock move, then it's at its most expanded point. Perfect. Now, so long as we take the bottom wool off, top one should be a lot easier because those are pretty well tucked up in there. Not too bad, but a decent amount. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to be locked on there pretty good. Sometimes you just need a little more leverage. Go ahead and slip that socket on there.
How do you make that one?
You just got to push it. There it is. Boom, bam. Now you can step on it too if you need to. Perfect. Now she's coming off. So who would have thunk it, but there's a nut back there. I mean, it makes sense, but like I said, we've never swapped these before, so we didn't know. So we'll just go ahead and get us a good old 15/16. Ooh, actually, let's go with that one. She chrome. She'll do the job. And then that will get us to where we need to be. Back to the drawing board, as that it wasn't a 15/16. It was some smaller. And she's tucked way in there. So I'm gonna try something different here. At first you don't succeed, bring a crap load of tools with you. She'll do. There it is. Perfect. All right. Now we just need to get to that top bolt and we can drop this sucker. And as Rhonda always says, it's always easier the second time you do it. Correction, she says, film me on the second try. Correction, she says, nothing?
Say, film me on the second attempt.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. All right, so after the world's longest shock bolt, this thing's just about ready to come out. There she go. And there she go. And blow. And there's the old shock. Which doesn't look to be in too bad a condition. But we're switching them anyways. Sweet. All right, new shock going in. Out with the old, in with the sweet. Let's do this.
Before you...
All right. Let's see how well this sucker goes in. Oh. Whoops. Try not to beat up on the paint there, Brian. Just a little tight. Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah. She's in. God, these are pretty plug and play. It's kind of nice. Oh. Although they don't give you much room in here for putting your bolts in. Oh! Ow! That was a funny bone. There it is. Sweet! That actually went in pretty dang good for the first one. So, I choked on beef jerky chew. That tasted great. So, Rhonda usually says, film the second one, or the second one is better for film because we've been able to do the first one first, or I don't know, it's something like that. You know what I'm talking about. But surprisingly, that one went on pretty good. And so I think it's going to make the second one that much easier. So we're going to tie these suckers down and get to the other side. And hopefully the other side will be a bit easier. Oh. Okay. So I wasn't really paying attention, and I think we may have went up too high on that one. So why don't you go ahead and put the jack back in, and then I'm gonna watch the shock and make sure, and go ahead and, yeah, go down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, keep going. Good, right there. Perfect. And actually, as we were doing that, we noticed that our fuel pump and some of the fuel lines are literally only held on by zip ties and whatnot. So actually I can see there is a mount, but it is loose and it doesn't look good. So we're gonna try and clean that up today too, to be on the safe side, because hot rod. Well, we didn't exactly get the extraction of that one, which is okay, because I had to bust out the old claw hammer. Claw hammer on an automobile. That's when you know you made it. That's when you know. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's too heavy.
You got it. You got it.
It needs some muscle to get past.
You
that
got
rubbery
it.
spot.
Just don't push too hard, you might fart.
Asshole. I need that rubber mallet. Is it there?
You're in, yeah, you just need to go up. There you go. Yep, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You got a lot to go, actually. Still got about an inch to go. Almost.
What?
Yep.
Oh, golly. This pallet's kind of in the way.
Yeah.
This pallet's really in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we said that the other side is the easier one because you don't have to figure it out, but that was a pain in the ass. There's hardly that much space for this side to be able to get up in there, but she's in. All right, now that we know our height, I'm just gonna slip this biscuit on. Do a little clean up again.
Biscuit.
We're going for the top again. We may have to adjust the jack one more time. We'll see. So far, so good. Washer, spacer. Nut. Ooh, she slipped right in that time. There we go.
And we're finger tight.
And she'll ride. Oh, here, you get that one. We trade. Sweet. That one was definitely a lot easier. Top, not so much. Oh, she good. All right, perfect. And we do the old switcheroo and finish off the top. Sweet. All right, they're both in. Badass. And what's really killer is that they actually match the new taillights with the chrome and the black accents. So that looks pretty badass from like this angle over here. So that looks sick. And it'll be nice to have some fresh shocks, so Rhonda will have to let us know how she rides. Just since they're brand new, so that's sweet. We'll restructure, put tools away, and we'll see about getting under there and fixing that freaking fuel pump because she grows. We'll do that right now. In the meantime, let's get this jack down. Time to jack off. All right, so it is actually mounted by that screw there. It's just loose, but yet it is our fuel pump. And we want to make sure that Rhonda's nice and safe when she's jamming down the road. So I think we might just try and tighten that. And then maybe just make sure that the zip ties are secure, because it's lasted this long. But we'll eventually come up with a better mount because this side isn't screwed into anything. So we'll probably take a steel plate and screw it in, and then that way the two sides will have a mounting point, and then we'll be good. So unless you want to do that now, it won't take long.
Try.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just make it. I think we can make it happen. All right, so we use the old user tool to reference the length you need because I didn't have a measuring tape. So that way we can get a piece of metal, cut it out, put it on there, use some of the existing holes, and then just make it a little bit more secure because I don't like how it's flopping around. So we're gonna do that, get that tied up, and then she's good for now for what we want to do. So let's get on it. So we're actually just gonna use some of the metal that we had for the tail lights. We'll make that work. We just gotta straighten her back out again. And she'll ride. Now this is where some of my genius mathematicals come into play. That's about right. And that's about right. Don't judge. Straight line. Oh, definitely not straight line. Looks good. All right, that'll work. Now before we throw a little paint on this sucker, I'm gonna mark out the spots where the pump needs to be drilled through to, and then we'll drill the holes in for it, and then we'll paint this saga. Perfect. So fortunately, this is just a small piece, but I still ain't got no patience for it. So we're just gonna go for it. For what? Oh, yeah.
The only thing that's keeping it tight is the braided one that doesn't even attach to anything. That's nasty.
What are you talking about?
Brian.
I don't know what you're talking about here.
Brian. Pass some gas, dude. It's nasty. Too much gas.
Alright. Painted, drilled out, ready to go. It's not perfect, but she'll ride. Right up in there.
I can't because this thing.
Oh, gotcha. So maybe.
Wait.
Wait there yet. Hang on one sec. Don't go yet. Go ahead and. Nope, not yet. Okay, now it goes.
Ah!
Yeah, let me put it back.
I can't see through your fingers.
I know, I'm sorry. Okay. There you go. Yep,
She doesn't want to.
she will. Oh,
What happened?
done it.
Good?
Yep, go. Alright, stop.
For the record, I'm covering my eyes because there's debris flying at them.
Yeah.
Harry, you got safety goggles over there for me?
Okay, you're gonna have to back it out. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and back it out all the way. So we're gonna have to do something else here. We're gonna have to start this one first and then back it out.
Have you tried pouring water on it to see if that works?
Shop boy. Where you at?
Right here.
I can't see you. Oh, in the little nuts and bolts thingy.
Yeah.
Go get me one of those in the red one that's above where I put my Perriers. Please. Thank you. Okay. So that was way more of a hassle than I expected, but she is stripped. No, she's in. Oh. And now we just need to throw the ground back down and then we can call it good. Oh, my arm. And that'll work. It's better than having it flopping around, and at least it's mounted solid. So that makes us feel better. And we're just gonna tighten up some of these lines and then lower this sucker back down. So Rhonda was just asking our followers if she might know of anyone who, or any companies that have glasses for auto repair that have like the bifocals on the top. So that way makes it easier for having safety glasses yet with the old magnifier on it, which I'd be down for too. I think that'd be pretty awesome. So
I just turn my glasses upside down.
or she can turn her glasses upside down.
There we go.
There. Oh, that works. There it is. So if you guys know of any companies that make that without having to turn them upside down, then comment in the comment below. Let us know what's up. So much cleaner. Oh, looks like we got one more white one there though. That's all good. We'll snip it. Rhonda's got it. Suck it, zip tie. Perfect. Oh, nice shot. That looks so much cleaner. And now that we actually are under here a little bit longer, we think that the braided line, since it's not attached to anything, was maybe too short when they first built the car. And so rather than, because it's fully mounted to the chassis, if you can see back there, but maybe it was too short when they first installed it. And so rather than taking it out, they just ran a rubber hose and made it work. So I don't know. Eventually we'll see if we can tie in an extension or something. I don't know. We'll check it out. But for now, she just looks way better. Fuel pump is way more secure. We're happy.
Let's take a look. I like the height. I like the chrome and the black. That looks good. Tighten it up. Gas line looks good. She's ready to rip.
Sweet. Rhonda approves. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We actually, with her decision to go a little bit higher, it didn't go much higher, but it did go higher. You can feel it for sure, but she looks rad. And it looks really clean from the back. It's awesome.
Oh, you see the oil? Go back down. Check that spot. Yeah, right there. Right where we looked at with the camera.
Yep.
Get some JB Weld or something in there and plug that up.
Next project. Boom. So with that, we're gonna end this one because that was a whole nother section of stuff on the bucket list of items, or the checklist of items that we needed to do on the old T-Bucket. So thanks to Rhonda and Shop Boy. Where's Shop Boy? There he is. He's in the back for definitely making it happen. So it's always fun to work on this thing, especially because it's the turnkey hot rod of the family. This thing always fires up, and we rarely have problems with it. So anytime we can give it some love, it's awesome. So thank you everyone for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and we will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.